S&P 500 hitting a new all-time high today as the Dow and NASDAQ are also up in another strong day on Wall Street. Crypto also catching fire with Ethereum once again leading the way. Joining us now, Joy Yang, Head of Product Management and Marketing at MarketVector. Joy, thanks so much for being with us. So,
Thank you.
You heard the intro there. Stocks on fire once again, crypto following suit. Big picture, what do you think is behind all this sudden accelerating bullishness on Wall Street?
Yeah, I think, we have two $4 trillion stocks now. Markets are on the rise. Investors are really eager to jump back into the markets and put risk on the table. And as you've just seen, we've got another 90 days to understand what's going on around the tariffs. And we're just beginning to see this is a very complicated, policy that we're trying to traverse and forecast into price. We saw with gold that things that were negotiated months ago can still cause confusion months later. So the handshake is easy, but the implementation, means that documents have to be signed, forms have to be filled out, and
are you talking about the tariffs and the trade deals, things like that, right?
So I think people are looking for something to invest in, something that's a little bit tariff immune.
Yeah.
And so we're looking at AI, we're looking at crypto, and we're seeing these stocks on the rise.
Yeah, you did reference gold too. It's interesting. Usually they sort of are opposite of each other. Stocks are up, gold's down, but today we're seeing both are up. Gold not as much, but still.
Well, we had the little volatility in gold prices due to the tariff uncertainty earlier in the week. But now we're getting another 90 days of tariff uncertainty. So I think people still understand, although gold looks expensive, it's still, the best place to diversify your assets because we don't know where equities and bonds are going to go at this point.
Right. You think people are keeping an eye towards the future in case things go haywire quick, essentially, with the gold.
And definitely we're seeing that in crypto. You mentioned Ethereum is up quite strongly. All crypto assets. We're monitoring the crypto coin 50, which is our S&P 500 benchmark of crypto assets. That's up at all-time highs because people are looking to put risk on the table, and the catalyst for crypto has been regulatory clarity.
Right, which we do now have. And one interesting story on Wall Street that's also crypto-related, the IPO of Bullish, which is that Peter Thiel-backed crypto exchange, more than doubling on its first day of trading. So certainly, as you said, there is this appetite for people to chase these outside gains.
And they're looking for anything crypto related. We had Circle, Galaxy, and now we have Bullish IPO. And, it opened at 90. The IPO price was 37.
Right.
So people are looking to get into something crypto related, and that could even be traditional stocks like Robinhood, which are now branching out into crypto.
Right, they trade crypto, so that's been up as well. Just briefly, so we've seen the introduction of Bitcoin ETFs over the past year and a half. They've been a massive success. Tens and tens of billions of dollars have gone into them. When things do go the other way and we go into a bear market cycle, how do you think all of that money in ETFs is going to affect the price? Is it going to moderate and have the drawdowns be less severe, or do you think people are going to bail at the first sign of trouble and we could see those typical 80% drawdowns that we're used to?
Well, I think the interesting thing about the ETF structure is that it's bringing a very diversified, broad-based, investor into this space. So they're going to have different ways of looking at, what are the growth opportunities, what's their risk appetite. And we know ETFs themselves has been like a tremendous success year to date. Also, we've seen all-time highs flows into ETF structure, new active ETFs launching, and now crypto, being wrapped in the
lots of
ETF
interest
structure.
in the space, no doubt about that. Hot right now, that's for sure. Joy Yang, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.